Good evening, everyone. This is Bremster, and my plan is to continue my journey through the Eastern Plaguelands, the final zone I need to do, sort of, in order to finish Alexplorer's journey through the original zones of World of Warcraft. The problem I have is... Oh, I've lost my access to my bookmarks. I should have checked that first. The problem I have is... I had a power failure in my last stream, and now absolutely everything is logging me out, and I've lost access to every single thing I need in order to get in. But I'm going to log back in Alexplorer. I was trying to load up my my WoW journal, and all of my web pages have logged me out, and I've got to get all the two-factor authentication stuff working, and yeah, it's just messy. So hopefully this will get me back in so I can get the URL of my journal. Here we go. So I've done Burning Steps, I've done Western Plaguelands, and I've done Scholarmance. I'm now doing Eastern Plaguelands. So I got logged out while I was standing here, and I was reading through the extended annals of Darrowshire, and I think I was down to the fate... no, I was up to the fate of Marduk the Black. Marduk survived the Second War, causing great death and suffering with his foul, rune-laden sword. Although Marduk still lives, his sword was lost in a battle near Corrin's Crossing. A dwarf captain shattered the sword on his enchanted shield, forcing Marduk to flee the field and winning the day for the Alliance. Marduk's sword sank into the earth and corrupted it, eating a gorge into the land, now known as the Infectus Scar. The fate of Devil Lightfire. Devil Lightfire died at the Battle of Darrowshire, but his bravery inspired the Alliance throughout the war. His book, his Paladin's Librum, was recovered by Scarlet Crusade troops. It now resides in the town hall of the Scarlet Crusade-controlled Hearthglen, often read by crusaders eager to draw from Devil's strength. The fate of Joseph Redpath. Joseph Redpath was killed during the Battle of Darrowshire. His spirit was corrupted and took new shape, and this creature sped great evil through Lordaeron. At Garen's Withering, east of Anderhell, the corrupted Redpath was finally defeated by Alliance forces. His shield still rests near the barn of the plagued farmstead, and Scourge minions are still drawn to the memory of his evil. The fate of Carlin Redpath. The brother to Captain Joseph Redpath, Carlin fell during the Battle of Darrowshire, but although terribly wounded, he was not slain. Days after the battle, agents of the Argent Dawn found Carlin wandering, weak from thirst and fever, near Corrin's Crossing. They tended his wounds and brought him to Light's Hope Chapel. Grateful for their charity, Carlin joined the ranks of the Argent Dawn, and now fights a battle of revenge against the Scourge. Now, you may notice they were talking there of the Argent Dawn, but the people I'm dealing with here are called the Argent Crusade. The Argent Dawn were the original the original Argent people in the area. Earning Argent Dawn rep is the way that you would unlock, or was what you would earn here, and then in the original Scholarmance and Stratholme, and in the original Naxxramas. And is still required for unlocking Naxxramas, but I had exalted with Argent Dawn on Bremic, so I was able to do all of that there. But we need to go and get the Skull of Horrors and everything, so we need to turn on some of these quests. I'm sorry that the previous stream got interrupted, but we had a power outage, and while it didn't really affect my our power in this house, because this house has a battery, it did take out our internet provider, and that was a problem. The Shattered Sword of Marduk. And here's where the green lands start turning into the plague lands. Things are not well. Duggan Wildhammer. There's a dwarf who I can actually kill. And he dropped boots. Boots my goots.
Congratulations.
Sporigan, that's the sort of creature you didn't see originally. It was a creature type that was added in Burning Crusade, I think. Heroes of Darrowshire. Well, we can head into the Maris Stead, I think it is. Yep, the Maris Stead. And go to the house where all of the terrible things would happen and see how it all goes. This is where you used to come to get Plague Bloom, I think. There would be Plague Bloom and Dreamfoil. It kind of makes sense for a place that's, you know, plaguey. But because I think they expect this now to be a mid-level horde zone... There's the Maris Stead. And what would happen is you would come to this area, and standing outside the door to the house, there would be a raid boss level mob. And you'd all gather here, and you'd need 40 people working together to take down the mob. But he's not here anymore. Haunted. I am haunted.
Congratulations.
And now I suppose it is on to meet Rain.
Peace be with you. Elune light your path.
I suppose I had better work on my stealth if you were able to find me. You had a big golden question mark over your head. Are you interested in helping me heal the plague lands? You have a keen eye to have seen me here, hidden among the grasses. Ahead of us lies the Fungal Vale, an area that the Scourge still cling tightly to. For fuck's sake!
I am honored. May the stars guide you.
That the Scourge still cling tightly to. They use floating constructs to continually re-plague the land, keeping it vile and polluted. The devices are controlled with runes, which are held by dark adepts and shadow mages. Take the controlling runes that these cultists hold, aim them at the plague disseminators, then overcharge them with this mote. The results should be amusing. Obtain control runes from dark cultists and shadow mages, then use the overcharged mote on them to destroy 3 plague disseminators.
Goddess watch over you.
Scourge forces have made it a point to ensure that nothing survives in the Fungal Vale. All you will find are husks of rotted mushrooms and scorched grasses. The three corners of the Vale are home to 3 large ziggurats, which they use to reanimate their dead and summon new soldiers to the battlefield. Yet, even this evil, lifeless place, life finds a way to flourish. Take my seeds and plant them in the centers of these ziggurats. Prove to them that life will prevail. This used to be one of the places, the Fungal Vale was one of the places where you would find Black Lotus. I got a fetid skull, I did. It says it's a quest item, but I don't know what it's a quest item for. Oh, that's right. You use the fitted skulls in a particular location. Require reagent to take this skull and hunt scourge enemies with their skulls. So what you do is you use...
It's still recharging.
I made it go boom. I made it go boom, boom, boom. I made it go boom. I will be visiting a couple more of these ziggurats, actually a few more of these ziggurats. Later this session, assuming everything doesn't also go boom.
Congratulations.
I got a Mr. Grubbs. Okay. Apparently that's quite a valuable little pet. Neat.
Congratulations.
No, it's apparently the only thing it can contain that is of any value.
I'm out of range. Congratulations.
There we go. I have purged the fungal veil.
Goddess bless you. Illumined like your...
Even if the flowers died out shortly after they bloomed, they proved our point to the Scourge. They are losing, and we are winning. Thank you for your assistance.
May the stars guide you. Go in peace.
I had 2 quests to hand in here. Oh no, both of them got completed. That's a bit weird. And the next quest is back to the guard tower. To the tower! To the tower! Send her to the tower! Wait, if you're British, that has a very negative connotation.
Roho.
Roho? Oh crap. If I hadn't remembered that those would have lost their tags when my UI crashed, I wouldn't have been able to send those to Felinae.
Strength.
I knew you'd turn up eventually. It's been a pleasure.
Did you find the skull and the sword, Alexplorer?
We'll meet again.
You found them! Well done, Alexplorer. These relics hold within them the memories of the Scourge forces at Darrowshire. We will need these if we are to save your Joseph Redpath. Cool looking shield.
The time ways must be preserved.
Do you have the relics, Alexplorer?
Good luck on your next
You have the
adventure.
relics! Good. I will get to work on resolving any temporal discontinuities. Don't worry. That's not something you have to worry about. You just gather the reagents.
Is this goodbye?
Do you have the skulls? They are critical for my spell, which will give us the chance to save Darrowshire. Maybe?
Take care of yourself.
Excellent
out there.
work, Alexplorer. Are you certain you haven't done this before?
Until next time.
Now, Alexplorer, you will take part in Battle of Darrowshire, and you will save Joseph Redpath. Place this relic bundle in the Darrowshire town square, and the spirits of Darrowshire will rise. Join their battle, and assure that these 2 things come to pass. Davil must survive beyond the death of Horgus, and Redpath must survive to be corrupted, then defeated. After defeating the corrupted Redpath, his spirit will be saved. Speak with him, then return to his daughter, Pamela. Place the relic bundle at the Darashire town square. Prevent Devil Lightfire's death until the death of Horgus. Prevent Captain Redpath's death until Redpath the Corrupted appears. Defeat Redpath the Corrupted. Speak with the spirit of Joseph Redpath when he appears at the town square. Okay.
Take care of yourself out there.
It'd be nice if it would show everything I need to do in a list here. Who the heck is following me? Prevent Devil Lightfire's death until the death of Horgus. Devilshire Poltergeist says, "End our suffering."
I need to get closer.
Prevent his death until the death of Horgus. There's Horgus. Prevent Captain Redpath's death until Redpath the Corrupted appears.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Where the hell are you going? Away from the elites, maybe. Defeat Redpath the Corrupted. Speak with the spirit of Joseph Redpath when he appears in the town square.
Congratulations.
Darkness has fallen over my eyes, but you tore me from my unholy reverie. You saved me, Alexplorer, and now I beg you to forgive me. The fighting is over. I heard my daddy whisper to me. He's scared away all the ghosts and he says he's coming home. I'm so happy. He also said I should welcome you if you came to our house. So I made some tea. I hope you like lots of sugar. Daddy told me to give you this key. He said it opens a chest out back behind the house. He also wanted me to thank you. Did you do a favor for him? Did you tell him you found my doll? Well, here's the key. And thank you, Alexplorer. Thank you. You're a very nice lady.
Congratulations.
Yep. The chest is old and covered in grime. Key fits the lock and the chest opens. Hidden treasure, which is a ring, or the Redpath braces. Well, back to the tower, I suppose. What is that? What is that? Well, that's everything done here. So I suppose...
I have what you seek.
Onward to Light's Hope
Points
Chapel.
down here.
Hope the ride wasn't too bumpy for you. Have a look around the tower while the horses rest. It's no Light's Hope Chapel, but I'm sure you can find some way to keep yourself busy.
Hop in any time.
Well, now what?
Open for business. What? No tip?
You see a small doll sitting in the back corner of the caravan. Terranar tells you it must belong to Gidwin, and Gidwin says it's probably Terranar's. What?
What do you offer? Always a pleasure.
Oh, there's another quest here, which I didn't get offered because I didn't do... Okay. While we're waiting here at this tower, we might as well see if anybody else has headed to Light's Hope Chapel. The more the merrier, I say. Ask around and see if anyone wants to join us on our trip. I'm sure you can find someone who's headed to Light's Hope.
Remember the sun well.
From me, maybe?
I always have time for you.
No thanks. Maybe sometime in the future or the past.
pleasure.
Not today.
Can I help you?
I've spent far too long in that town. It's a wonderful place, and I enjoyed my service there. But I think I prefer to stay
See
here.
you around. You need something?
Rough roads.
Have a good one.
The Argent Crusade built these towers to be points of light in the darkness of the Plague Lands. I walked the paths between these towers, protecting and maintaining them. The roads have been dangerous lately. Plagued wildlife runs rampant, and bats swoop down on unsuspecting travelers. It would make the next big leg of my journey much easier if you could clear some of the wildlife out of the way for me.
See you later. Hey there.
Are you interested in joining our caravan? What's Argus got for sale? Nothing useful, but it can repair my gear.
For the Alliance.
Are you interested in joining our caravan? Well, I'm headed in that direction. I've only been dallying here at Crownsguard because of all the wildlife activity on the roads. I'll make you a deal. Help clear the roads, and yes, I'll join your group.
Careful.
Hey, Eric. Sorry about before. We had a power loss in our area that took out just over 10,000 houses. With over 10,000 houses lost of power, it also took out our internet service provider. So while we were on battery and still had limited power, probably on battery I don't want to run the gaming computer, but we also didn't have internet, so... After we got power back, we had dinner. It's fine. I mean, a lot of people... I mean, as I said, there were over 10,000 homes in our area that lost power. We would have been in the... maybe 100 or so that had battery, so we were fine, comparatively. No, we lost internet. I would have still had internet through our phones. It's not rough. We were fine. We just put the house into low power mode. It's not a big deal. It did interrupt the stream, but you know, again, it's a video game.
Congratulations.
Greetings. For the Alliance.
Of course, a young human like you would have no trouble taking care of a few wild animals. With the roads clear, my journey to the next tower will be much
Have a
easier.
good one. What can I do for you?
our enemies will fall.
Argus High Beacon? That old guy on top of the tower? Great. Man his age must have been in the Argent Crusade for a long time, except it was the Argent Dawn only 3 years ago. So probably not. Maybe you can put in the good word for us at Light's Hope.
We will have justice.
How may I help you?
I'd like to set up shop in Light's Hope. Yeah, you've said.
Cheerio.
I believe the horses are ready. Argent High Beacon, the gentleman who works with the Argent Crusade, spoke with me earlier. I understand he will be coming with us. That's great. I'll make room for him. I know that you are busy, so there's no hurry. Whenever you're ready, hop in the caravan and we'll proceed to the next tower.
Spread the good word, eh?
No. I like this way of moving between the quest huts. It's very thematic. All right, Gidwin, deep breaths. This hardly seems fair. Why do I have to sit on up top with all the stuff? Because you're the bravest, dear. Because you're short. Hey, I ought to bounce one of these trunks off in your head, Terranar. I know I promised you a front seat, Giddy, but we have an elderly guest. I'm sorry. Fiona, I must warn you, Gidwin only wants to sit in front because he wants to kiss you. Oi, shut up, you dolt. You probably want to kiss her 100 times. Do not. I appreciate the ride, Madam Fiona. It's nice to get off my feet for once. Do you normally walk these roads alone? Yes, I do. I thought it was easier when I was younger. These days I have to be more careful. If you don't mind my asking, what do you do that requires walking so much? I service the 5 Argent Towers, mostly repairs and maintenance and some minor magical work. Without proper upkeep, buildings within the Plaguelands tend to waste away. Noble work. I find it satisfying. I enjoy working with my hands. By the way, if you need anything repaired, let me know. I am at your service. So you're part of the Argent Crusade, eh? Think you can put in the good word for us? We're looking to join the Order. Certainly. I don't make it out to Light's Hope very often anymore, but when you arrive, tell Max Teosis that I sent you. Whoa, he let you call him Max? Ma'am, would you mind dropping me off at Light Shield Tower just up ahead? I have to stop here. Of course, I'm not just going to drop you off, Master High Beacon. We'll be happy to wait for you. No, stopped again. Light's Hope isn't far, young Paladin. Might I suggest walking? Walking, eh? There does not seem to be a flight point at this tower. At least not that I... Oh, no, right here. See, that's how much attention I'm paying.
I offer service with a smile.
We've enjoyed having you ride with us, Alexplorer. Hopefully, once Gidwin and Terranar join the Argent Crusade, we can continue to travel together.
I run a stand-up business here.
As soon as we arrived here at Light's Shield Tower, those 2 lunkhead paladins ran off to Light's Hope Chapel. It's still a ways away, but if we're going to follow Argus along his tour of the towers, this is about as close as we're going to get. Check in on them and make sure they're all right. I know they can handle themselves, but still, it'd make me feel better to know that you were watching over them while I'm stuck here with the caravan.
The only honest merchant's a Gilnean merchant.
You say that. See, here's someone from the Argent Dawn.
Good day to you. You have a great...
Greetings, stranger. You've entered the heart of the Plaguelands. I hope you brought your undead killing gear with you. The plague spreads more slowly these days, so the Cult of the Damned has stepped up production in order to keep the land brown and dead, as they like it. I've got a plan to stop them. Take my mortar and pestle and use it on the living rot from the undead creatures in Corin's Crossing to the southeast. We're going to make a little present for the cultists. Travel to Corin's Crossing to the south and slaughter the scourge that inhabit the town. Collect 7 pieces of living rot. Use the mortar and pestle to grind the living rot into coagulated rot.
Very good. Off and away.
Some of my counterparts have told me that the land wants to heal, but several high-ranking undead, along with Cult of the Damned, are not allowing it to. That means we have to stop them. I've got a plan, but first you're going to need a cultist disguise. Head southeast into Corin's Crossing and take the clothing from the human cultists that roam through the town. I'll contact you when you've completed this step. Obtain Death Cultist headwear, Death Cultist robes from the cultists within
Very
Corin's
well
Crossing.
then.
What can I get for you today?
Nothing that you're carrying. My friend visited a town where a big Canadian TV series was from. The building, which was the bar, the hotel is now a restaurant. You can have lunch there, but the power went out before we entered. The lady who runs the place told us to come in anyway, and she would use the guest to cook for the burgers. Power was restored after we finished, but before we paid, it was a real neat experience. That's cool. I mean, not ideal for them, but cool.
Watch your back.
This back, it's got a shield on it. I'm assuming there is a quest giver on top of the tower. Up, up, up the not ziggurat lickety-split. There are ziggurats. There are a lot of ziggurats in Eastern Plaguelands. So many ziggurats.
Light be with you.
Yes, there was a lot of light just then. I love the sea. Yes, it was I, Frederick Kelston, who introduced the sea life to that lake in the southwest. I had hoped to provide the crusade with a source of fresh food from within the borders of the Plaguelands. However, some of the fish turned out to be predators, and they now terrorize the other animals. If we're not careful, they will kill them all. Swim down to the bottom of the scar and save some snails, crabs, and pufferfish before it's too late. Okay.
Light bless you.
Dude, you've got a weird quest for me. My feet. I hurt my feet.
Get on with it.
My name is Vextul, and I have watched you fight human. You've watched me fight human? Well, yeah, to be fair, I have fought a few humans. You are strong. You killed my master, Zelda, but this does not bother me. I value strength over loyalty that I held for him. I value strength over anything else. Prove to me one final time your strength, human. Do so, and I will lend you my strength for whatever purpose you may desire.
Tomorrow be another day.
Congratulations.
You'll be needing
Yes, you are indeed strong, and I submit to you. I will join you in your...
suffer well.
I will join you and your friend, the Worgen. My strength is yours.
We gonna have our revenge.
Sounds like a Death Knight troll. That's very strange. I mean, all Death Knights are trolls. But not all trolls are Death Knights. It's like a tortoise turtle thing.
It's too far away.
Why did my breath bar go away? I'm a little worried that my breath bar went away.
Congratulations.
Well, I didn't die. Dark rune. I did an entire Scholarmance run without getting a dark rune.
Congratulations.
Everything going all right so far, Alexplorer? You've got both pieces. Good. These will help when trying to sneak into their death camp. Into their what now? You didn't offer me a quest to sneak into their death camp.
Congratulations.
How are things looking in Corrin's Crossing? Hello, it's me. Hope you don't mind a little homebrewed magic to allow me to communicate with you in the field. It'll save us both some time. We're going to incorporate that living rot into a mixture that'll ruin their next batch of plague. That'll show 'em. Coagulated rock is potent on its own, but we need something to activate its concealed powers. A catalyst. You can find just a catalyst to the south, in Lake Merildar. If you look down, you'll notice that I slipped a set of flasks into your bags while you weren't looking. These flasks can be used on the water elementals in the lake. The living corrupted water that flows through their bodies will be the perfect catalyst. Another foreman. There were 2 foremen. Does that mean there were 8 men? Or were yeah, 2 foremen. That means there were 8 men, right?
To get closer. It's not ready yet.
Oh man, I had really nice pasta for dinner, but now I feel like I want burgers.
Out of range.
That's a plague cauldron.
Congratulations.
Catalysm. We're nearly ready to strike, Alexplorer. Uh-oh. Looks like we may have gathered a little too much coagulated rot. Oh well, we'll just have to improvise in. What could possibly go wrong? Now, mix a tiny amount of rot into the water and mix thoroughly. That's it. This solution would still be very powerful, and we only need a little bit of it. On the lake's southeastern border, you will find a little plague cauldron with several cultists nearby. Put on your cultist disguise, then approach the cauldron and put in 1 drop of the solution you made. No more, or you may risk your very life. Where's the cultist disguise? There. Do, 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 do. I look like a cultist now, with a big glowy sword and a shield that looks like Stormwind, but I'm a cultist now. Put in a drop of a liquid. Throw in all 12 flasks. Nothing seems to happen.
Congratulations.
I still look like a cultist. I still act like a cultist. I still think like a cultist. That's why I'm playing a cultish game. Oh, I don't look like a cultist anymore. No, everything's cool. Everything's cool. I'm a fairly simple person. Cheese and bacon. So, hamburger, lettuce, cheese, bacon. Ketchup. Maybe some beetroot? Yeah, I wouldn't say no to beetroot. And of course, more bacon and cheese. So am I going to get Argent Dawn up here? I've got Argent Dawn now.
My, you're a tall one.
It should take them weeks to get their operation running again. Thank you, Alexplorer.
Be seeing you.
What about you, Eric? What do you like on a burger? The burgers from my favourite fish and chip shop, I normally just get bacon and cheese.
Well met.
Did you bring the fish?
Go with honor, friend.
I find the fish, and it went wherever I did go. It didn't survive the trip out of the water as well as I'd hoped. Oh well, seafood salad for Frederick tonight.
For the Alliance.
Geronimo!
Well met.
Ooh, heavy spear. Didn't have that appearance. Or the short spear. Don't care that much.
Be careful.
Oh, cheese. If I had to choose between cheese and coffee, it would be coffee. But boy, would that be a hard one. Actually, yeah, it says there is another quest here. If you zoom in on the map, Brotherhood of Light, available quest. Oh, no, that's at Light's Hope Chapel.
Open for business.
I do not want an additional 2% XP bonus while in the Eastern Plaguelands. What I should be doing is heading off to Light's Hope Chapel. Light's Hope Chapel. They don't got no life. Yeah, I don't care that much about fries. I mean, fish and chip shop chips, I prefer to get a potato cake. Actually, it may have been the Carrion Devourers that dropped the item that I used to farm, rather than the Carrion Grubs. Actually, now that I think about it, it was the Carrion Devourers that could drop. But I still don't remember what it was. Wow, Lights Hope Chapel's been built up. Oh. No, thank you. But that's not saying you shouldn't do it because you enjoy it, but pass. Yeah, beetroot on a burger is incredibly common in Australia.
What's on your mind?
I can't believe it. We're literally feet away from becoming sworn members of the Argent Crusade. We'll be in there already if it weren't for Trenar's dallying. If he doesn't quit chatting with the locals soon, I'm going to head in there myself.
See you soon.
I've always wanted to join the Crusade. It's the reason I became a Paladin. Years of practice, honing my craft. I'm finally ready. Trenar thinks he's ready too, but I'm not sure. He's a bit of a showboat, and he never took his lessons seriously. Still, we promised we'd do this together, and here we are. Shall we go head into the chapel now?
Safe travel.
Congratulations.
You need something? Have a good one.
Smokey Larue.
What's on your mind?
Hey there, interested in making a buck? I need to get a bandage. Well, actually, I got a friend who needs to get a bandage. Well, actually, let's just say it's complicated. But if you go get this bandage, you make money. And so do I, and my friend, possibly other people. Stephen Browman used to own the mill to the north. Now he's dead. A zombie. The guys at the top wants to have the wrappings from Browman's body. What's the matter? You don't like money? Obtain Broman's wrappings from Steve Broman at Broman's Mill. That's a lot of Broman going on.
Here there.
Master craftsman O'Mara just vanished one night like a toot in the wind. Poof, gone. Bah, now I'm the only one left to craft the goods for the boys in the front lines.
Off with
He is with the Argent Dawn, and I am still not really... Why have I got this bar at the top? What is this bar at the top of my screen? Why is it there? I've never seen that before. Okay.
Greetings.
Invaders and Corruptors Scourge Stones. I can hand these in
For the Alliance.
to get rep, I believe, with the Argent Dawn,
Honor, friend.
which I do not need. Here's the Griffin Master.
Hello.
You'll let me talk to the Bat Handler? I'm afraid I cannot help you, human, but I'm sure Keelan Steelwing can. You are correct. Here is someone with the Argent
Welcome.
Crusade. Ooh. Teaches the Contemplation ability? What is Contemplation? Divine Tome Contemplation. Archive crafting techniques. Which is not loading. I'm trying to find out what Divine Tome Contemplation is. It seems to be a cinematic thing. I'm going to do this. What the hell?
See you soon.
Cool. What is this bloody thing? I don't know what this bar at the top is, why it's there. I'm not that happy about it.
What can I do for you?
I'm far too busy to be playing Guess the Smell with you, human. State your business or get out of my sight. What is this bar at the top? Why is it doing this? Where has that come from?
What can I do for you?
Welcome to Light's Hope Chapel. Do you wish to join the crusade? Very well. We have plenty of tasks for new recruits. But first, a test.
Light bless you.
Behind our chapel you will find a small crypt. Interred within are the bodies of our fallen heroes, those who gave their lives in the war against the Scourge. Their spirits are at peace, but they return intermittently to test new members of the orders. The three of you may test together, enter the crypt, and then read from the scroll. Lord Raymond George, my predecessor, will preside over your test.
Be careful.
This had better be good.
The Brotherhood of Light has a history of brash, thoughtless decisions. They bridged a gap between the Scarlet Crusade and the Argent Dawn. They were among the first to plunge into Northrend, while many of us lingered behind. However, they also have a history of getting results, which I respect. They fight on two fronts now. One battle in Stratholme, and another more immediate battle to the south at Tyr's Hand. I suggest you speak with Angela DeSantos at Tyr's Hand. You may be of service.
Congratulations.
Well, normally you just add beetroot to a burger that you already like. It's not a... Okay. I'm going to reload my UI and see if that bar goes away.
Congratulations.
Okay, what has caused that bar to exist? Where is that from? Ugh. Oh, come on. What is this? I don't know what that is. But I don't like it. It's not showing the zone name, though. It was showing the zone name here, but something's hiding it. What is causing this? I swear this only appeared when I walked into... And as soon as I hit log out, it disappeared. Oh, I don't like it. No, I'm still in the same window mode.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
So it's part of the default UI. I just unloaded every add-on and it's still there.
Congratulations.
So this is part of the default UI now. And I don't want it. Oh, this is I don't like this. It's hiding my buffs, and I was looking at my buffs earlier. I don't...
Anaria Shola.
What is this? Thing is, it only just appeared. I didn't have it at the start of the session. But when I'm leaving this area, it doesn't disappear. Oh, it does. Why does it appear here? It didn't appear on any other character. I don't know what this is, but I do not like it.
Greetings.
We have problems maintaining our food supplies here in Far East. Around here, the only manner of beast unaffected by the ravages of the plague are the carrion worms. While rather bland in taste, the meat of the worms can easily be preserved to last for months. We will need several hundred more pounds to be fully stocked. While you can find carrion worms all over the plague lands, they can be found in particularly high density to the south of the chapel. And remember, larger worms means more meat.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of this, whatever it is, because turning off all of my turning off all of my add-ons didn't fix it. Hey human, listen up. I got a job opportunity that you aren't going to want to miss out on. We've been sent up here from Fuselight, a new goblin town way down in the Badlands. Lots of money to be had down there, yes ma'am, and not nearly so many zombies or uptight Argent Paladin types. Nope, it's an untamed wilderness down there, and you're looking for someone like when we're looking for someone like you to help us tame it. Whenever you're ready, we'll be waiting.
Keep it real.
Congratulations.
Well, I will want to go into that direction once I'm done here. I really do not like this. I really do not like this. Sorry, that really distracted me, but I'm not a fan. So the name normally appears over here on the mini-map and all sorts of stuff, and it's all nice and good, and this layout just works for me. But the default base UI of the game decided, nope, I'm going to give you this top bar, which I've never shown you before and doesn't seem to be an option in the user interface, and you can't make it go away. And I've never... It's possible it's a feature that they're planning on adding because they're planning on replacing a lot of add-on features, and a lot of add-ons do that, but it's not been added to the game yet. And therefore none of the features to control it have been added to the game yet. And it just happens to turn on in Light's Hope Chapel. So I'd say they're adding a top bar feature to the UI, and with the new patch, the code has been implemented so that you're going to be able to choose what gets displayed on this bar at the top and configure it, but the configuration options aren't in the game yet. That's what I suspect is going on.
Well met.
You will grow to tolerate the taste, human. I did.
We shall meet.
May the Earth Mother watch over you. Bless you, young one.
Go in peace.
That's right, I was going down the back. Around the back.
King's honor, friend.
The sacrifices of my Argent Dawn brothers must never be forgotten. They believed in the dawn, though none lived to see the return of the light to these lands.
Light bless you.
I can actually put on an Argent Dawn tabard. I think this is a feature that is coming. And in Light's Hope Chapel, it's just bugged to be turned on. Can't remember what we're supposed to do for Trial of the Crypt. Bodies of our fallen heroes, their spirits are at peace, but they return intermittently. 3 may text together. Enter the crypt, then read from this scroll. Let the trial begin! Rise, champions. Rise and meet these 3 in combat. I have 4. Pamela Redpath is here. Not a fan of this. If it was customizable, maybe, but in its current format, so I'll bet they announce a new top bar feature, top of screen bar feature with the wall within. Your warm-up is complete. Now the real trial begins.
Congratulations.
Your reputation with Argent Dawn has increased by 20,800. Well, that's a bit of an Argent Dawn boost. It got me all the way to Revered. That's kind of crazy. Well, they want you to be able to grind Argent Dawn up pretty quick. I can now talk to the Argent Dawn guys.
Talk to me.
See, this guy will now talk to me.
Watch your back.
What can I do for you?
Remember that your ancestors always watch over you. As a sister of the Argent Crusade, you will join a family that has a long line of such fallen ancestors. Their vigil and protection will be your strength as you press forward against the Scourge. Congratulations, Terranar, Gidwin, and Alexplorer. Welcome to the Argent Crusade.
Alliance.
Broman's Mill to the north is infested with undead. The Noxious Glade, even farther to the north, is even more heavily infested. Despite their proximity to our chapel, we have been unable to completely remove them. Vigilance is key. Travel to the Noxious Glade and slay as many undead as you can find, and the cultists that roam among them. While there, make sure to avoid Garganox, the flesh giant that roams the Vale. I suspect you are not strong enough to defeat him. I bet you I am.
Hey there.
There are those that would say that the Argent Crusade is a thing of the past, and I am one of them. But not because the Scourge have fallen. No, it is because of their stubborn ways. They've become too much like the church that they seceded from. Too rigid, too governed by honour and order. This is why I'm trying to tell Bartholomew anyhow. Sure, it may sound a bit jingoistic, but it makes for a good debate.
See you around.
The Noxious Glade is a quagmire, both literally and figuratively. There's enough Scourge up there to give us trouble for the rest of both of our lifetimes. They can reanimate the weaker ones when they die, Alexplorer. They will never stop coming if we don't do something. Take these blades and drive them through the corpses of any Scourge troopers you find. The blade is simple, but its enchantment will prevent the dead bones from being reanimated. Forever.
For the Alliance.
Wow, there's a lot of quests in this area. I just got Argent Crusade up as well. I'm already honoured with the Argent Crusade. This is a little cray-cray.
Need help? Go with honor, friend.
In life, my brothers and I fought against the forces of the Scourge, but none were so reviled as the Necromancers. It was not enough for them to raise our dead comrades and send them against us. No, they created twisted golems of bones with scythes for hands. These aberrations slew many of my brothers, and yet we could not destroy them all. I ask you, Alexplorer, to carry on the task of the fallen, venture into the ossuary of Scholomance and slay the largest and most dangerous of these abominable creatures. That is not something I think I can do, because that is going to be a way too high-level quest.
For the Alliance.
Maybe I can. Do you know who the Knights of the Silver Hand were? They were the original Paladins of the Light, and from their ranks came knights who would later join the Argent Dawn or the Scarlet Crusade. Though many have gone astray, they still possess valuable relics of the Silver Hand. Deep in Stratholme, under the watchful eye of Instructor Galford, volumes of the Annals of the Silver Hand survive. Any volumes you could recover would be a fitting addition to the rededicated Light's Hope Chapel.
Light bless you.
Rattlegore says it's a 30 dungeon, so maybe it will let me do Old Stratholme again? We can find out, I suppose. Maybe? I do not like this bar at the top, not while it's not reconfigurable.
Congratulations.
You got to go a long way from Light's Hope for that to vanish. So when I had to do the quest to the Argent Dawn quest in order to unlock the original, some of the original options from Naxxramas, I did that on my priest, Bremic, because he was already exalted with the Argent Dawn from many, 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 many runs of Naxxramas and back in original vanilla. What am I doing here?
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Okay, that's that done. Getting to Argent Dawn, revered in Argent Dawn that quickly was unexpected. The scary thing is, I've been to Light's Hope Chapel on other characters within the last week or so, so this bar at the top is something new. And it didn't... Oh, there it is. It's something new, and I don't like it.
You got my attention?
You've been fighting undead. Did you find Broman?
Off with you.
Well, well, well. Someone who goes and gets things done. Here's your cut, sweetie. We'll be seeing you around.
Yeah, good.
You need something? See you around.
Our duty for the day is done. It is only a matter of time before we defeat the Scourge. Today, we made progress.
See you later.
Greetings.
You returned sooner than I expected. Excellent. We will continue our path into the north. Next, you will be completing a similar task. This time, in
Go with
Northdale.
honor, friend.
Baladash, Malanore.
Taurosis has given us our next task, slaying more undead in Northdale. Gidwin is excited to move forward, but I think we should show a little more caution. Let's meet up with Fiona. She should be at the next tower by now. Eastwall Tower, I think it's called. It's close by, to the northwest of Light's Hope. We can rest there and plan our attack on Northdale.
Farewell.
Congratulations.
Wow, you get a lot of rep. There's another quest for the druid.
Oh.
With your contributions to the food stores, my current assignment is complete. I will be heading north to the Plaguewood next. I understand you may be headed in the same direction. Do you mind if I join you on the road? I will head northwest to Eastwall Tower. If you're interested in teaming up, you can meet up with me there.
Win.
Congratulations.
Your back.
But I've got to head south to Tyr's Hand. I wasn't expecting Eastern Plaguelands and a dungeon or two to take me 5 hours, but it looks like it's going to. It looks like this zone is really big. Eastern Plaguelands and the dungeons associated with it may actually take me 3 sessions, and I was thinking when I started session 41 I'd do it in 1 session.
Hello.
A paladin! Just what we needed! Your arrival couldn't have been more timely. Well, hello there, Purple Shoulders.
Safe travels.
We were only given 100 men to complete this mission, and we're already down by 1. Scout was sent into the enemy stronghold to clear out some of the guards that patrolled the area, and to send off a flare so we could enter with coordinated attack. 99 remaining men lie at the ready, waiting for that flare. I need a talented paladin like you to sneak into Tyr's hand and take out as many of their guards as possible, then set off that flare. Are you up to it?
Have a good one.
Sneak, you say? How's this for sneaking?
Congratulations.
Sneaking. The flare is fully assembled, and the matches lie unused next to the fuse. The fallen Argent Centurion got much closer to setting off this flare than you had guessed. The Scarlet Crusade maintains a well-fortified abbey in the lower western tier of Tyr's Hand. The abbey will need to be secured before proceeding any further into the stronghold.
Congratulations.
One of the key fortifications within Tyr's Hand is the barracks, which lies right next to this flare. The Brotherhood of Light and their Centurions will need all the help they can get in sacking it.
Congratulations.
What can I do for you? See you around.
Can I help you?
I'll be handing things from here, Paladin. Fine, you want an assignment. I suppose I can afford to send you in on a mission or 2.
Be careful.
That's 4.
Have a good one.
This battle was won before it started. Right now, we're just shooting off for style points. Within these barracks, the sniveling Scarlet Crusaders cling to their priceless artifacts, even though some of the objects are too holy for their now undead hand to touch. So they keep them in chests, hidden from the world. You will find these artifacts and bring them back to me. They belong to the Argent Crusade. They belong in the hands of the righteous.
See you later. For the Alliance.
One of the more vile members of the Scarlet Crusade, Matthias, is the Wraithcaster. The Wrathcaster lurks in the barracks dungeon. Undeath suits his dark manner. Were I younger and on the front lines, I'd run him through myself with an axe. You're going to run him through with an axe. As things are, I'm left behind to lead our forces from the rear, so I leave the pleasure to you.
Have a good one. See you around.
We've already lost half a dozen men to a hail of bullets and arrows coming from atop this fortress. I haven't seen the face of the enemy that's firing, but I don't need to. I know the name of the man up there. Leopold. That's right, there's only one man up there picking off my men one by one, and from what I can see, there's only one of you. Sounds like a fair fight to me.
Be careful. See you around.
Scarlet Commander Mahan is cunning, shrewd, and willing to do anything to win a battle. Before all these things, however, she is loyal. I have no doubt you will find her in the barracks' central chamber, fighting under a crimson banner until she either wins or dies. Make sure it's the latter.
For the Alliance.
Congratulations.
One down, several to go.
Congratulations.
Hello, Leo.
Congratulations.
Goodbye, Leo. Not seeing any mobs in there. What else did I have to do? Gavin Rad's sigil. Oh, that's right, they're hidden in chests. I didn't look for chests. There's one. The Shroud of Uther. Uther! Gavin Rad's sigil. You know it's not pronounced sigil. The Crimson Boar. And Liana's Strand.
Hey there. Be careful.
Hope you gave them a fight.
Have a good one.
Well done, Alexplorer. I will deliver these to Tyrosus when we return.
See you later. Be careful.
You are well on your way to becoming a true champion of the light, Alexplorer. Well done.
See you later. See you around.
One less thing to worry about. Nice work up there. That's one less thing to worry about. One less thing to worry about. Good, good. These barracks are as good as fallen.
Have a good one.
I say we've done enough damage to these barracks to call this a win. A commander, a huntsman, and a warlock, all slain. Not to mention the relics that we've liberated. Or I say, you liberated. The cathedral still remains, but not for long. Talk with Archmage Angela de Santos in the central courtyard. The fate of Tyr's Hand Cathedral falls in her able hands.
See you later.
Congratulations.
Well, there's the cathedral.
Need help?
Let's do this
Farewell.
one first. I think it's a unique layout too.
Can I help you?
Well met, Alexplorer. Can I trust you to assist me in taking this abbey away from these abominations?
Be careful.
A few of our men didn't make it through the portals with which we were supposed to open inside this very abbey. You've already proven your elusiveness and battle hardiness. Now I need you to do so again. The abbey has 2 wings, a library and a hall of arms. Arms! In each wing you should find a portal. Use the keystone on each of these portals. Doing so should force them open, allowing our remaining shock troopers to take this abbey.
For the Alliance. Have a good one.
The fate of the Scarlet Crusade is tragic, if somewhat ironic. At one point, they led a charge of humanity against the undead. Now they resemble those corpses that they once hunted. What caused their descent into undeath is uncertain, but it doesn't make them any less dangerous. One of their deadliest was an assassin who went by the name of Rowan. We have intel that places him atop the bell tower in this very abbey. Find him and kill him, Alexplorer, and try not to die on the way.
Be careful.
Yeah, I figured this would be the Hall of Arms because I know the layout of this place from it being the same as Northshire Abbey.
Congratulations.
Scarlet Enchanters are apparently the only mob now that can drop something that I used to farm a lot. Apparently they're now the only mob in the game that can drop the Crusader enchant. But apparently it is still ridiculously rare.
Congratulations.
I got him.
What can I do for you? See you later.
The Abbey will fall shortly. We can soon move on deeper into Tyr's hand. He's wearing the gear that I want to be wearing.
Have a good one.
The death of Rowan eases my spirits a bit. I once fought beside him, you know. He was an emissary of our Scarlet Crusade, one of the few that deigned to join us in our battle against Kel'Thuzad so many years ago. How quickly things change.
See you around.
Can you sense it? The taint is already lifting from this building. A holy building wants to be holy, and villains like Rowan and the rest of his scarlet scum only hold it back. With the Abbey secure, we are a step closer to taking Tyr's hand. Report the results of our strike to Angela. She should be leading the charge on the cathedral from somewhere in the center of town.
Congratulations.
No. Okay.
Hey there. See you around.
Good. The Abbey is ours. I never doubted Eligor's ability for a moment.
Safe travels.
Sounds like Corfax really cleaned house over at the barracks. Very much like him to show off like that.
Have a good one.
Well, I'm glad that Eligor and Corfax left some fun for me. It was a battle unto itself to keep them from rushing headlong into the middle of this cathedral. That's your job, after all. The cathedral lies ahead of us, the last real bastion of scarlet power remaining. Within it, Crusader Lord Valdemar sits atop Tyr's hand's crumbling pulpit of lies. There will be no escape. There will be no mercy. The last simpering vestiges of the Scarlet Crusade end here. Slay him.
Farewell.
Here we go. Into the cathedral. There used to be a reason to come into here, and these mobs were all elites. They were rough. The item I want is apparently like a 1 in 1,000 drop from the Scarlet Archmages. And that is all the farming I'm going to do on this character. I mean, I'll kill the ones in this room. Got him.
Congratulations.
These big vaulting places that have been built for almost no reason. It's one of the things about WoW that just blows my mind. Fine. Just remember, you attacked me. Wow, this zone is turned... I hate that bar. I used to like running with the bar across the top, and I actually don't mind it, but I want it to be smaller and under my control. Thank you very much.
Speak quickly.
Well, I can't agree with their methods. I can't argue that with their results. In many ways, the Scarlet Crusade were well-intentioned, but their zeal grew too strong, and their hate blinded them to reason. I only hope that the same doesn't happen to our Brotherhood of Light.
Watch your back.
What is that person wielding? And now we're heading off to North Pass Tower. Where hopefully that bar will not appear again. So yeah, I suspect that is a UI feature that's being added or is already in the game, but I don't know what. I mean, the fact that it was there when I turned off all add-ons.
How may I help you? Buying and selling is in my blood.
Hello, Alexplorer. Glad to see you've rejoined the caravan. Terranar and Gidwin arrived here before you. Terranar's just right there. And Gidwin's, well, he's in a bit of a mood right now. I think he's in the tower.
Cheers, mate. What? No tip?
You brought us a shaman, from the Earthen Ring, no less. I have no idea how we'll fit him in the caravan, but we'll find a way. Welcome aboard, Rimblat Earthshatter.
The only honest merchant's a Gilnean merchant.
Well, spit it out!
North of here, west of Northdale, you will find the corpulent maggot beast, Borrelgor. I've lost entire regiments to that monster. His size knows no bounds. The more he eats, the greater his girth becomes. While I would not suffer any emotional harm should the beast devour you, I would prefer that you were the victor. Borrelgor has been known to devour others who tried to hunt him. Find Borrelgor in the northern wastes of Eastern Plaguelands and destroy him. It's what's for dinner.
Hurry back!
Anu Belore de la Na.
I know we're supposed to head to the North Dale, but that can wait, right? Besides, this lovely little goblin was just telling me about some scourge that are even closer by. So apparently there's this Nerubian underlord named Ixla that has been trying to make a name for himself ever since the Lich King was slain. He set up a camp of undeath to our north. Sure, Tyrosus wants us to kill banshees in Northdale. We'll get to that. But let's kill this Nerubian first, while we're close. Oh, that's right. I'm sworn to secrecy about the Lich King. And it hasn't happened for this character yet. Oops.
What are you looking for?
Nothing that you're selling.
Safe travels.
And Gidwin is in the tower. Ramalama Ding Dong. Is there anyone on top of the tower? There has been people on top of all of the other towers. There is someone on top of the tower. But he's not helpful to me. And I'll jump. And then I'll jump. Do. And I'll talk to Richard Trueflight.
With you, for the Alliance.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
No, they have not. The moss flayers of Zulmashar spit in the face of the light. They cannibalize, they criminalize, they prioritize the forces of evil over good. I advise that you remove their eyes and give rise to the demise of the goodbyes of the unwise. You will travel north, and you will rain down on them with righteous justice and indignation, Alexplorer. The fury that they have wrought in the eyes of the light shall be channeled through you. Aye, aye.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Speak your peace.
It is time that I asked a favor of you, Alexplorer. Far to the north of East Wall Tower, hidden among the hills, is the Mossflayer capital city of Zulmashar. It was here that I was born, and here that I died. The traitor Threshjin sits atop Zulmashar's ziggurat. It was my every right to be there, but he took the seat from me with treachery and deceit. He is not strong. He is weak. I will meet you in Zulmashar, and we will kill him, your strength and mine together. Obtain the body of Warlord Threshjin.
Ashes to ashes.
Bum to bounty, we know Threshjin is a bounty, sitting on a ziggurat in Northern EPL. Come on, that was funny. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with some of this stuff. Part of me wonders if that bar thing at the top is a feature that is coming that isn't fully implemented and was supposed to be turned off, but because of some code bug is actually showing up if you're in Light's Hope Chapel.
Congratulations.
Strung out in heaven's night, feeling an all-time low. So this was another place that I've been to a few times recently because there is archaeology here. And archaeology is how I leveled my priest from 70 to 80. I'm curious if anyone else who's playing WoW, I'm going to definitely ask my wife, who plays a lot of WoW, has seen that bar on their UI, and if they've been to Light's Hope Chapel, whether they get it as well.
Congratulations.
I have waited long for this day. My duty is not over yet. In many ways, this was the easy step. This is the last time you will see me, Alexplorer. I am leaving the caravan. If you wish to continue fighting by my side, hang on to Threshton's body. I can wait for a while longer. When you are ready to say goodbye, throw the body into the bonfire atop the Zulmashar ziggurat. Thank you for your companionship, Alexplorer. You were strong. I will be gone now. I have no reason to remain here. I may be undead, but my will is my own. I will see you in the green fields on the other side, Alexplorer. Vextool is passed on to the next room. Your job here in Zulmashar is done. Wait, what's this? Vextool must have dropped it on his way to the fire. My job here is not quite done. I need more eyes. Not many more eyes. One more eye. Any old eye, any old eye, any old eye. That's supposed to be a joke. Borrow goes back. Borrows goes back, and apparently he's hungry. Hey now, Borrow goes back. Yeah, I know I make that joke way too much.
What's up?
Pick this up and I may have to keep you here at Eastwall, human.
Glad I could help.
What do you offer? Spread the good word, eh?
Couldn't stop him. While you and Terranar were out, Giddy ran north all alone. Terranar, you should have known better. Gidwin gets so impatient sometimes. And you only egg him on. If Giddy gets into any trouble, I'm blaming you for this.
Always a pleasure.
Good fortune.
Deacon Andal is deep in prayer. Oh, hallelujah. And praise be to the light, my sister.
Good health, long life.
Victory lies ahead.
Damn that dwarf, he's always getting me in trouble with Fiona. Look at her, she won't even talk to me. I'm going to stay here and try to mend my friendship with our Worgen friend. Would you mind going out and making sure Gidwin is all right? I'm sure he's fine. He knows how to take care of himself. He's headed north, and he can't have gone far.
Salama Ashalanore.
Yeah. Salami Alashamamun.
Congratulations. It's too far away.
I'm just hanging about for a bit. Sorry, gallows humor. Where am I supposed to hand this in? Okay, I gotta go back south. Okay. Back to the tower. See, I can't even get people to respond to the really, really bad jokes.
Our enemies will fall. Death to all who
You
oppose
didn't
us.
see him. Where could he have gone then? His prayer book? Why would he leave that behind? Oh, by the light, what have I done?
Salama Ashalanore.
This is my fault. I ignored his warnings, his complaints, everything. I couldn't help myself. I saw those Scourge just beyond the tower and I had to go kill them. Argus says that Gidwin was taken northwest. That's our only lead. That's where we'll head. Northdale and the Argent Crusade be damned, we're getting Gidwin back from those Scourge trash. Hop in Fiona's caravan and ride to North Pass Tower.
Remember the Sunwell.
It's not your fault, Tera. He ran off on his own will. None of us could stop him. We can't be certain that he was killed. Maybe he just ran off somewhere. No, he'd never leave his prayer book behind. He was always nose deep in that book, studying. He was always studying, always trying to get better. Even more reason to believe he's still alive. A paladin like Gidwin makes a fine death knight. Any member of the Scourge powerful enough to defeat him would know that. It's likely he's being held somewhere, awaiting a death ritual. Really? That's great news. Well, actually, that's pretty bad news, but considering the alternatives, if we're to find him, we're headed in the right direction. It's likely he was taken to Stratholme, or potentially to the Plaguewood. Both are places of great evil. This is the leg of my journey that I shun the most. I'm not sure I'm ready to go in there alone. You're not alone, Prera. You've made allies along the way, and besides, you're a skilled paladin in your own right. Me? Skilled? No, Gidwin was the good paladin. He's the one who stayed up for hours every night practicing. Yet it was you who continually kept up with him, without practice. I've watched both of you fight, Trera. You've got natural talent, more than Gidwin ever will. Perhaps that's why he left without you. What do you mean? Perhaps he felt he needed to prove that he was as talented as you. This is all my fault. I've got to go find him to set things right. I wouldn't say that it's your fault, Teyra, but don't let that stop you from saving Gidwin.
Victory lies ahead.
Time is wasting, Alexplorer. Every minute we waste gives the Scourge another chance to kill Gidwin, if he isn't dead already. Not that I think he is. Kitty may be stick in the mud, but when it comes down to it, he can swing the light like a champion.
Farewell.
We Paladins are normally taught to exercise judgment and control when dealing with foes, but this is an emergency, and I never paid too much attention to my trainers anyhow. I'm going to head into the Plague Wood and find out what I can about Giddy. You deal with the Scourge just to our northeast on the other side of this tower. The undead don't fear death, but if you beat them enough, their tongues might slip, and we may get some clues to Gidwin's location. Beat down at least 6 Scourge siege engineers to discover details about Gidwin's locations and his captor.
Us.
What brings you here?
Human, please, I ask your help. Then turn and face me. He's given me his ass. Something's happened to my people. Our commander, Ranger Lord Hawkspear, came upon an item of magical energy, and my friends, my family, they succumbed to its seductive power. The corrupted human. All of them. My Ilaria wouldn't want to live like that, nor would any of my brothers. Please put them out of their misery. Quelithian Lodge is not far. It's just up the hill to the northwest.
Be careful.
It was the only one of the very few Night Elven locations on Eastern Kingdom.
How are you?
I'm not doing great, to be honest. You're selling a red fireworks rocket.
Good.
Here? Why? Cool. Wait, what's on my back? Is there something on... Oh, the shield. Yeah, it's pretty.
Interest you on a pint?
No, I got a job to do. We will never control the Eastern Plaguelands if we do not control Stratholme. Not only is it a point of incredible strategic importance, and I've got the accents all wrong, it also houses our enemy's leaders, Balnazar and Lord Aureus living there. I've still got it wrong. The Risen and Scourge armies threaten to erase all the progress we have made. The Argent Crusade is well suited to this task. Travel west through Stratholme's main gate and speak with Packmaster Stonebruiser. He will direct you further.
Congratulations.
What is that? Is there any other quests here? I don't believe so.
Greetings. Be careful.
Not seeing any on the map. I will tell you nothing, human pig. Long pig, long pig. I do not fear death at your hands, human. But what at my sword? The dwarf belongs to our kind now, not yours. The Plague Wood is too big. Your friend is gone. You will never find him. She will never return the dwarf to you. She, you say? She. Foolish human, you seek the dwarf. Baroness Anastari has hidden him well. Thanks for the tip. Now I've got to remember the way up to the lodge. There's not a lot of night... Well, there didn't used to be a lot of Night Elf locations on Eastern Kingdoms. There's a lot more now. But full-on Night Elf buildings like this...
Congratulations.
There's the one in Lochmadan. Now, I'm not sure that used to be there. I don't think it did. But there's the one in Lochmadan. There's a lot of them in Kalimdor, but I'm trying to think, like, a lot of them in Kalimdor, like dozens. But where are they in Eastern Kingdoms? I mean, without going north. To ski? There's a reference very few people will get.
I have what you seek. I understand.
It sounds like you were successful. Hopefully that is enough information to find Gidwin.
Cheers, mate.
Terranar wasn't joking when he said he didn't care about judgment and caution. He nearly took off that high elf's head as he ran into the Plaguewood looking for Gidwin. You should go after him. The Plaguewood is a big place, Alexplorer. Good luck. I hope to see you three come out of the woods in one piece. The story here is great. This is a really good story to finish these zones on.
You need something?
Have a good one.
With the recent unfortunate developments involving Gidwin, it might not be wise for a man my age to take the dangerous trip through the Plaguewood. This is fine. I can visit the Plaguewood Tower on my next trip around the loop. I do, however, have a delivery that I need to get to Judkins. You are younger than I, and stronger in combat. Will you take this delivery to him?
Congratulations.
How may I help?
Do not feel sorry for me. Those were my friends that you saw at Quel'Thithian Lodge, but they were already as good as dead.
Good luck, friend.
Oh, there is another quest here. I've seen many things in my day, human. The peaks of Mount Heisel, the oddities of Outland, a wall of scourged soldiers proceeding into war. But I've never seen a bat as big or as shockingly white as Duskwing. Now he towards me from his roost. This albino demon bat circles to the southwest of here, due north of Blackwood Lake. Track him down and destroy him. If it flies too high for you to reach, use my flare gun to get his attention. I'm supposed to be rescuing a friend of mine, but an albino bat? Well, I've never seen one of them either. Let's get him. I got his attention.
Congratulations.
Excellent work. Now I can continue my work without the distraction of that great white beast. I shall fashion this fur into something you can use. Except you didn't. I noticed that you didn't.
there. Safe travels. See you later.
I'm not high enough level for that quest. Okay, fine. I'm more than comfortable with not being high enough level for that quest. There is a crystal along the road somewhere, by the way. Here it is. This crystal here. Revealed portal to Naxxramas. This would teleport me to Naxxramas, where I've got access to some of the original crafting materials and stuff that dropped in that zone. But my understanding is it's still just Wrath of the Lich King Naxxramas. So I'll wait until Wrath of the Lich King. And I'll access it from Wrath of the Lich King.
A new Bellore Delaga.
We haven't found anything but brainless undead, and plenty of them. I was just about to kill my way into Stratholme when you arrived. Have you had any more success?
We will have justice.
Baroness and a star holds him? Isn't there supposed to be an eye at the end of that? Here in the Plaguewood? Plaguewood is a big place, but we will find him. We will find Gidwyn. Immediately to our east and our west are a pair of necropoli that flank the entrance to Stratholme. Inside them you will find a pair of Death Knights, Rivendare's lieutenants. I doubt either would have any use for a Paladin hostage, but perhaps they will have some information on his location. Kill Osmium Blighthoof and Karthus Darkrune?
The reckoning is at hand.
What can I do for you?
Kevin Frost.
See you around.
You can't just kill the Scourge. They will come back. You must destroy the vile matter that makes up their being, and even then, they may come back as spectres. Few undead use up as much mass as the lumbering abominations. Kill them, then burn their bodies. You will find them all over the Plaguewood. Never let your rage dissipate, human. Remember, these abominations are sewn together from the bodies of good people. Their crime is that they exist.
See you later. For the Alliance.
The Battle of Darrowshire was one of the many tragedies that we humans suffered at the hand of the Scourge. Its effects are still felt even today. Many of the town's valiant defenders now roam again as the ghastly servants of the Scourge. We will end their misery. Hunt cannibal ghouls here within the Plaguewood. Many of these fiends were once the good folk of Darrowshire, and destroying their forms now will set their souls free.
Be careful. See you around.
I've been collecting the skulls of the skeletons I defeat. I've amassed a small pile of them. If you come across any skulls, you are welcome to add them to my pile. The huge pile of skulls seems to keep the waves of undead at bay and, well, it just makes me happy to look at it.
Have a good one.
Stinking skull. Cool icon.
Congratulations.
The note is from Baroness Anastari. See, I said there was an eye, and it describes a ritual that is about to happen in the Plaguewood Central Slaughterhouse, just south of where Terranar is at. This could be where they're holding Gidwyn. Terranar will want to know about this, and quickly, before it's too late. But you gave me other missions. I must complete the other missions. Dude, I've got some news. I'll tell you later. Oh, you used to have to get bugs or something from these.
Out of range.
I wonder how many people are going to be as interested when I'm doing this in Outland. I know I'm looking forward to starting Outland. Unfortunately, I won't be able to start it this weekend like I'd originally hoped. But, you know, that happens.
I don't have a target.
You're right, I don't. My intellect has been reduced, but I'm a paladin, so how would I notice?
Congratulations.
I need... how many more skulls? 4 more. 4 more skulls. Skulls, 4 more. Death cultists are not going to have skulls because they're not undead. I need skulls from the undead. Come on, undead. Where are the undead? Come on, undead. I need to get your head. For the bone pile. It will be ugly. Come on, undead. I need parts of your head. There's a lot of things that are still references to very old quests that they've just left behind, even though they don't need to be in the game anymore. And I approve.
You need something? See you later.
Where's the bone pile? Oh, I forgot to kill Carthus Darkrune or whatever his name is. But where's this bone pile of yours?
Congratulations.
Who dropped Yeti milk? Would you drink Yeti milk that was dropped by an evil undead?
Hey there. Be careful.
Oh, I needed one more skull. There's the problem. Lasai. That last mob didn't drop a skull. I turned around early. That one dropped the skull.
Congratulations.
Everybody should like the stream. Everybody should vote up by thumbs up vote. Most people who watch my videos are not subscribed.
Greetings. Have a good one.
Blessed fire cleanses even the most corrupt of flesh. They stood no chance in the face of the light.
See you later. See you around.
You seem to have your hands full. Those skulls I see.
For the Alliance.
May my pile never stop growing.
See you later.
What did he... What's the... Oh. Darashire spirits freed. Oh my lord. Where am I going to find enough Darashire spirits? I've encountered 2 in this whole time. When I said something was a reference to an old quest, it was Spirits of Darashire, where you needed to hunt mobs that there weren't that many of. I'm still hunting Darashire spirits, and I haven't seen... I've seen 2 of them. This could be a good indication. That maybe, just maybe, this is not going well. Cannibal ghouls. Oh, it's cannibal ghouls I'm trying to kill here. I've seen some of those. There's one. I've got half of the amount that I need. I need one more cannibal ghoul.
Congratulations.
There we go.
Can I help you? See you around.
To the south, gutless cultists are focused on a grim task, reanimating enormous hunks of flesh to create giants known as corpse beasts. Lucky for us, these giants are still lifeless and weak. Take this charm. Using it will place a font of holy energy on the ground. If you can manage to place 3 of them near one of the corpse beasts that the cultists are reanimating, the holy energy should overload it, destroying its body forever. Destroy the hulks of 3 corpse beasts by placing 3 or more Argent light wells next to them. You cannot place Argent light wells while in combat, and you may not place them within 10 yards of one another.
Have a good one.
Great. Oh great, that one's not working for some reason. But I could place that one because it wasn't within 10 yards of a light well that was actually working. Weird.
I can't attack that.
Dealing with the scourge, dealing with the scourge. I'm using the light to dealing with the for dealing with the scourge. 4, not 2, 4 dealing. You know, like 4 dragon or 4 dring. 4 dragon is a good guy. 4 dring is a good guy. 4 dealing is a good guy.
What can I do for you?
You are a true champion of the light, Alexplorer. I wish you luck in your future endeavors, wherever they may take you. If you need anything in the future, you can always find me here, knee-deep in the corpses of the slain.
Be careful.
Then what do you eat? Ew.
We will persevere. Remember the sun.
We've got to keep moving. We're getting very close.
We will have
Did you find something?
The reckoning
This is it. If this missive is to be believed, then he's literally right over this hill. What are we waiting for, Alexplorer? Quickly, find an entrance to the slaughterhouse to our south. I will meet you on the inside. Be ready for a fight.
Farewell.
Excuse me, Mr. Good Shoulder, have you seen the door? I'm looking for the door. Whichever way I go is going to have been the longest way to the door. Uh-oh.
Congratulations.
You'll never get away with this, you ugly stinking witch. Oh, really? What exactly will you do, dwarf? There's nobody to save you here. You're wrong, Banshee. We've come to take Kidwin... Oh, you're wrong, Banshee. We've come to take Kidwin back. I beg to differ. We haven't? We haven't come to take Kidwin back? We are the champions, my friend.
Great to meet you.
You have no idea how happy I am to see you two. You're a sight for sore eyes. Sore eyes that have been staring through a banshee for far too long now. I'm sorry for causing so much trouble. Will you take me back to the caravan?
Watch your back.
I've had just about enough of this funk of this place. Undead stink is bad enough, but when you add mushrooms to the mix, I hate mushrooms. I'm going to head back to Lightsoap Chapel, Alexplorer, and I'm taking Tenora and Fiona with me. I think we've all earned a well-deserved break. Let me give you this. It's my Hearthstone. You can use it to travel instantly back to Lightsoap. I won't need it. I'm going to be riding in the caravan. In the front seat.
Off with
Congratulations.
Gidwin's Hearthstone. Teleport instantly to Lightsoap Chapel can only be used once. Oh, can only be used once. Hang on, how do I get out of here? This way. But what I want to do is I want to go and talk to the tower over here. I think I am going to not finish Eastern Plaguelands tonight. I know I'm close, but I still have Stratholme to do and then some other quests to catch up on. So session 43, because I still need to go to Felwood, and I've got a couple of other things to do with mini quests that I found. I'm not hunting quests, but if I find them... There's the Flight
Hello.
Master.
Safe travels.
There's a shield crafter here.
Be careful.
And you are?
Hi, Beacon's parcel. Is Argus safe? Did something happen?
Trust no one.
Phew. Every time Argus comes plodding through that plaguewood, I fear it to be his last. It's good to see that he's wise enough to send a young blood like you in his stead.
Farewell.
I once worked for the so-called Banshee Queen, Sylvanas, as an apothecary. I used to admire her, but something's changed within her. She's not herself anymore. I broke my vows with the Forsaken and joined the crusade. Now I use my knowledge of alchemy to seek a counter-plague agent, and the Plaguewood is the perfect place to do so. I need to resupply a few reagents, any of which can be found within the Plaguewood. I'll pay you if you can find any of these items. Or you mean all of these items.
Victory for Sylvanas.
I like to check in on Augustus in Terradale every once in a while, just to make sure he's all right. Some of us undead cope with the plague better than others, I suppose. Terradale is west of here. Would you mind checking in on him for me?
Congratulations.
Are there any other quests here? Not that I am seeing. So I am going to use this one-time Hearthstone. Where? Oh, what? Where's this? Quest handing? It says it's above me in a building out... What? Well, Fiona's over there. Oh, it says it thinks the caravan is
I
a
offer
building.
service with a smile. Pop in anytime.
You've been more help than anyone expected of you, Alexplorer. The doors of my caravan are always open to you. The boys and I have put together this little something special for you. Here, take your pick. But you're offering me a necklace, not a pick.
Cheerio.
And it is not an upgrade. And with that, I am going to, I think, say that could be a good place to end this session. I've got a couple of quests to do over here and a quest to hand in here, and I still have Stratholm to do. So I've done a lot of Eastern Plaguelands, but not all of Eastern Plaguelands. I'm parked at Light's Hope Chapel with this big erroneous bar at the top. And Pamela is standing right behind me. So I've got at least one more session to do, because I honestly expected to be done by now, but nope. And then on to Outland. But I've got a couple more quests to do, including a hand-in in the Badlands, and then I've got to get over to Felwood, which shouldn't be too hard. What's the best way? Teleport to Darnassus and then fly from there, I suppose. And then, yeah, this should all go pretty smooth. This has been good fun. I've enjoyed this. The story of Eastern Plaguelands has been one of the better ones. I don't remember any of the caravan quests or any of that. So I'm really enjoying this. This is really good fun. Thank you everyone for watching. It was good to see you, Ludo Tuki, as someone new. It was good to see you back, Kitten Swarm, and Eric, it's always good to see you here. And I hope you enjoyed this. The journey through the vanilla zones of World of Warcraft. It's taken me, what, 100 or so hours? Probably a little over, but it's been a lot of fun, even with being able to one-shot everything. If I'd stopped a couple of levels earlier, I probably would have taken even longer, but 100 hours to explore these stories, I feel is about right. I've got no problem with me one-shotting everything. It's still taking me, 5 or 6 hours to do or 3 to 5 hours to do every zone. And I'm still getting to explore the stories of those zones. And I've still got a lot more to come. I've got all of Burning Crusade, all of Lich King, all of Cataclysm, all of Mists of Pandaria, all of Warlords of Draenor. And that's before I start getting to the stuff where it starts becoming even more sort of insane to follow the stories. Meanwhile, over here on my main character, I've still got to do most of, I've barely scratched the surface on I've forgotten even the name of the expansion I'm doing. So, Battle for Azeroth, and then I've still got multiple expansions after that. This has been, it converted one of my level 60 character boosts to a level 70. So I had a 60 and a 70 character boost, and it just turned my level 60 character boost into a 70 character boost. That's kind of funny. This has been fun. This has been just a weird amount of fun, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're having fun as well. And I will see you not tomorrow. I've got, I'm going to the circus and then I've got dinner with Maggie, maybe late tomorrow night, but I will see you in the next week sometime for the final session of Alexplorer, doing all of the stuff in Azeroth. Well, all of the stuff I found. Thanks everyone. Bye.